Hey beautiful people, my name's Taylor, also known as Priceless Tay.
And I'm your co-host, Tedia Rosarion.
We want to welcome you back to What the
Finance! What's up, hustlers? Welcome back to another episode of WTF, your favorite money podcast. I am your co-host, Tedia Rosarion, and today, what the fuck is school doing not teaching us about money? Super hot topic, but before we start, let me introduce myself. I am Tedia, 25. I just turned 25, so happy birthday to you. Thank you. And I am Canadian. Don't know if I just said that or not, but yes. So I love to talk about money because it's one of my goals to actually get to freedom. You know, that freedom where you can work where you want to, how you want to, with who you want to, for yourself basically, and at the same time enjoy life. So freedom. So that is my goal. And how can I get there? For me, it's to build sustainable sources of income. So right now, I love investing and I love building a business and using social media. So if you like that and if you want to learn with me daily, make sure you follow me on Instagram at Tedia Rosarion. I'll see you right there. So to start this episode, let's go ahead and see what's the definition of the word capitalism. So capitalism is an economic system based on private ownership of the means of production and their operation for profit. For money, aka for the kashing, for the moolah, for the bread. So you understood that right. Basically, if you hear capitalism, you hear the word money. And North America, we are in a capitalism economy. But yeah, it was not always like that. I'm pretty sure you heard about that before you could have traded your cow with chickens and you'd be just fine, and that's a transaction. You call it a day. But today, if you want to buy chickens, I'm not quite sure you can come with your cow to trade it. You need to get that bread and exchange money for the chicken. So, yeah, that's the world we live in. It means that we will all need money to survive in this world. Unfortunately, or fortunately, I don't know how you see it. But yes, so do I think money is important? Yes. Do I think money should be taught? Yes. Do I think money should be taught in schools? Yes. But yet it is not taught in schools. And like I said, money is going to be in everybody's life and we will all have a relationship with money. Why not make it positive? Like, why do you want any negativity in your life anyway? So it's important to have a positive relationship with money, to know what it is and actually how can it help you. So it's not taught in schools, and for me, and that's my personal opinion, and you can have your very own opinion and you're welcome to share it if you use the hashtag #WhatTheFinance on Instagram. I will be extremely happy to hear about what you have to say, or you can always DM me at Tedia Rosarion and we can have a little chit chat about this. But my personal opinion is that why in the hell would they teach us about money if they make money on our ignorance? So let me explain. Here in Canada, every time we buy something, the government makes money with taxes. So the more we buy, the more they receive tax money on goods. And then again, here, the more you buy, the more these companies, the big companies, make money. The more you buy, let's say on credit or whatever, the more the banks also make money with interest and whatever on you. So it's really not on their advantage to educate the mass about money. And as well as they teach us at school to be good workers, to follow a nice path of going to school and then finding a proper job. They don't teach you to take risks. They don't teach you entrepreneurship. They don't teach you to start a business, and how's it gonna go once you have a business, how to make money basically. And my personal opinion on that is that in society we need people to do everything. We work together as a society, and this is actually not shaming anyone. I've done all the jobs too. I've worked at Tim Hortons, which is kind of an equivalent of kind of a Dunkin' Donut mixed with the McDonald's here in Canada. I've worked at Wendy's, guys. I've worked in a gym. I've done it all, okay? I've worked at the bank. So I have no judgment about no one, okay? But I'm just saying that unfortunately in a society, for it to be balanced and to work, we need someone to pick up the garbage, and they're probably well paid. But it's just to say that we cannot all have entrepreneurs. We need someone to work at McDonald's, and we need someone to be at Walmart too. It's just the way it goes. And maybe one day we won't need these people because of AI, but we'll need these people to go do something else. The world evolves like that. But just to say that for the society to be well balanced, we need more people to do these normal, I would say, these jobs, perfectly fine jobs. But yeah, we cannot all become entrepreneurs. It wouldn't be balanced, it wouldn't work. So anyways, so that's on my opinion. That's why school don't teach us about money, and I think it's important. And unfortunately what they say is that even though they wanted to teach us about money, our parents, they don't know about money, and our teachers, they don't even know about money either. So it's hard to go like where to start. But it starts with you. That's what it's important, is that you are listening to this podcast because you are ready to learn, or you already learned some stuff and you want to keep pushing, and I admire you so much for that. Congratulations. Give yourself a pat on the back because you are unique. Unfortunately, people have a hard time with the money. And if you are someone like that, just know that it's possible to change. And the first step is listening to this podcast and realizing it, and then we can move to other steps. So if school would teach us about money, what should they teach us about money? Please let me know if you have an idea, but my idea would be the basic. And the basic is tracking your expenses and learn budgeting. So simple, but at the same time, it could change everything. They should teach us about credit, how it could be dangerous, but at the same time, so good. Debts too, so, and then if they want to go further, they can definitely teach us how to invest our money. But why would they? Honestly, I have no clue why they would start to teach how I can't even say it. That's how complicated it'd be. It's like the government and the institution teaching us how to invest would be really not great for us. for them, but good for us, sorry. Anyways, so moving forward, they can also teach us, like, when you start a business, what is all that you have to do, how to make taxes and everything. It's just so many things that we will all have to do, and that is just not taught in schools. And then I remember I learned so much, okay, a fake history anyway, on how the Native American were trading fur with the Europeans. Well, we all know that, look, I don't want to get into that subject, but we all know that actually what they teach us about what happened with the natives is not actually what really happened. And I spent years and years and years and years and years just learning about that. The same thing on repeat, which is not even factual. It's just so weird, guys. So, yes, all of that just to say that in the end, learn for yourself, by yourself, and you're gonna be just fine. Start with what I said, budgeting, tracking your expenses, then move on to making sources of income, diversifying your source of income. We learned that having one job with COVID-19 is actually so scary. You could lose it even though you were there for 15 years. But if you have multiple sources of income, it's such a safety net that I believe everyone should have. And then an emergency fund, which I believe everyone should have too, because we've seen again with COVID-19 that if everything is going perfect, employee, but you were living paycheck to paycheck and you lost your job, well, then you don't even have money for food and rent for the next month. At least if you had a 6 months of your expenses ready in an account in case something happened, you'd have enough time to get back on your feet. So these are just little principles that, could be taught in schools at least 1 hour out of the whole entire year would be just fine. It'll be just a basic, but not even, that's too much asking. Anyway, guys, that's it for this episode. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you guys next Thursday. Don't forget to catch me on Tedia Rosarion on Instagram. Love you guys so much and have a heavenly day if you watch Cloud9. Bye!
You've been listening to WTF, What the
Finance!
With the one and only
Tedia Rosarion.
And last but not least, Taylor Price. Make sure to receive all of the updates on WTF by texting WTF to 424-226-5797. Message and rates may apply.